Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to start with the HMI feature, that is the real-time and historical trend in a Siemens S7-1200. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what do you mean by the trend and what is the purpose of this real-time trend and historical trend, right? Okay, so now here you can see basically the purpose of trend in the industrial automation is to generate the graphical representation for the physical parameters like temperature, pressure, voltage, current, right? So just by monitoring the values, means along with monitoring the values, you can observe the graphical presentation also in HMI. So that is possible by using these trending features, right? So the trends are again categorized into the two main part. The first one will be the real time, and the second one will be the historical trend, right? So what is the purpose of real time trend? The purpose of real time trend is to show the current data. Current data means what? For example, now we are monitoring the temperature display, right? So whatever the value which you are observing, those are the current values, right? Means the real-time trend will give you the current values, current updates of your physical parameters, right? But in case of the historical trend, you can see the historical trend will help us to get the backdated data. Means we can use that data for the preventive maintenance, or we can say the predictive analysis as well, right? So that whatever the faults occur in the previous days, right? So we can avoid those faults in upcoming days, right? So this is the simple purpose of historical trend, because the historical trend will store the value, and we can check the store value by putting the expected date and time, right? So as per the date and time, it will give you the expected results, right? So just for the example, you can see I have mentioned one example, that is the pharmaceutical industries monitoring temperature trends during the batch processing, right? This is the best example. Okay, so we will see the demonstration of trend in a software, so that you can understand it more, how we can design the trends in a Siemens, right? Okay, so now this is the Siemens PLC programming window. So here what we want some parameters, right? Because without that we cannot design the train in a HMI. So for that purpose, we want some analog instructions for temperature and pressure, and accordingly we are going to monitor the two different physical parameters in a train feature, right? So first of all, let us go to the conversion, and we will quickly design the Scalex Nomex for the reading the temperature in PLC. Okay, so let me just provide, this is the temperature sensor. So you can go with any sensor like RTD, thermocouple, as per your temperature requirement, right? That is the simple thing. Okay, so now here we are going to put the raw values. I have already explained these things, right? So you can refer the previous video for the same, how we can design the maximum, the 27648, right? And you can put the address. So right now I'm not recommending the real address of the analog inputs like a IW64. So instead of doing that, what you can do, just to observe the results in a simulation mode, you can provide the word addresses. Like, so for example, let us provide the W20, right? You can put any address, and we can rename it as a as a RTD sensor, or we can simply put the temperature sensor just to understand it more. You can use any sensor, temperature sensor. Temperature sensor likewise. Okay, just click change. Okay, so now we know the data type. So data type should be the integer data type. You can see. So now there is no red color, right? Red color simply indicates that there is some mistakes, right? Okay, so now we haven't mentioned the data type. That is the reason that those letters were in a red color, but right now it is fine. We have selected the data type. So now this is the normex, and the output will not be actual temperature. So that will be the normalized output, that is getting from the normex block. So simply we have to put the address wherein you can store the normalized temperature output, but we want that output in real form, right? So for the real, you can go with MD. I'm putting MD 28 likewise. Okay, and let us rename it. This is the temperature normalized output. Temperature normalized output, like this. You can put it. You can put any name as per the your requirement. Okay. Yeah. So now coming toward the next part, that is the actual instruction, scale X. So we'll learn what is scale X. Scale X, scale means what? It convert raw value into standard engineering unit. So now this normalized output is nothing but the raw value, and which we are going to convert into the standard engineering unit, means in degrees Celsius, right? So right now we have a sensor, that is the RTD, right? RTD with PT 100, and the range of this sensor is 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, 0 to 100 degree Celsius likewise, and the analog current requirement is 4 to 20 milliampere likewise, and obviously the power supply is also important, that is 24 volt DC power supply requirement. Okay, so now the minimum value for the temperature is 0, and the maximum will be the 100 degrees Celsius, and this value means the normalized output. Just put the normalized output address, that is the MD28. Okay, and just do one thing. Okay, so you can see the red color. So these values are the real values, so we will have to put it like this, or it will be, or otherwise it will be convert automatically. For example, here I'm selecting the real. You can see the value will change automatically. Okay, no need of any manual interference, right? So now this is the last step. We want the value, we want the address wherein we can store the actual temperature. So let us put MD32. This is real, that is the reason we are using MD. Otherwise for the 16-bit you can go with the MW, right? The way we have used it here, right? Okay, because this is the integer, that is the reason. We have learned this thing in a function block as well, right? So we can refer the previous video for the same. So now this is the actual temperature value, or you can simply say like a actual temperature. Okay, actual temperature, like this. Okay, now so we are going to design one more, that is for the pressure. So I'm just copying and pasting just to save the time, right? You know this pressure sensor. The pressure sensor, we have 0 to 10 bar range, right? Simply you can refer the application like a compressor, for example. Let us take example of compressor, okay, which we are using to operate the pneumatic robot. Okay, so and your task is to maintain the constant pressure flow 0 to 4 bar, right? Whatever the requirement. Okay, you can go with that. For the pressure, you can select the appropriate analog current or voltage value so that you can compare it properly. Okay, so those things you will get it on the pressure sensor as a specification. Okay, so now here we have to change that is we are changing it MW52, okay, or you can put MW42 as well. Okay, so this will be the pressure sensor. Yeah, this is the pressure sensor, actual pressure sensor, right? Which you are going to connect in a plant. Okay, so the values will be same, right? We are using it same right now. So now here will be the MD, let us put MD48. Okay, so later on we will think about that, about address changing, right? Right now let us complete it because we have to understand the concept. As and when you will design the program, make sure that your data sheet should be prepared, right? Otherwise unnecessarily we will have to change the addresses as per the requirement, right? So pressure normalized output and MD48. So the value that we will have to change 0 to 10 bar, and here it is MD52, and this will be the actual pressure, right? Wait, let me put it again, MD52, and this will be the actual pressure. Just right click and rename actual pressure, right? Okay, so just to know that design program is correct or not, let us run it quickly. Otherwise when you design the trend, right, and if you are not getting the result, it's not like there is mistake in HMI feature, right? There may be a mistake in program as well, right? So let us download it quickly, and we'll see by putting some values whether we are getting correct results or not, right? Yeah. And one more thing here, I have designed it for the 2 parameters, right? You can go with the multiple parameters 50, 100, right, as per the requirement and as per the availability of the analog inputs in your PLC, because you are just having the 10 analog inputs and you are going to design it for the 50 analog inputs, so that will not work, right? Initially we will have to check the requirement and availability with us, right? It's very important, right? Okay, so now let us turn on the monitoring mode and we'll check it quickly by putting some values. So just right click, modify the operand, and we are putting the maximum number just to verify, because for the 27648 our temperature should be the 100 degrees Celsius. Let us check. Wait, let me change the format. This is very important. So your format will be plus minus decimal 27648. Click on OK. You can see the 100 degrees Celsius here, right? 100 degrees Celsius means this is correct. And let us check for the pressure sensor. Let us change the operand and let's put the 27648, and our answer should be the 10 bar maximum. Yeah, so everything is correct. Now we can go with the HMI. So let us go offline. Okay, so now the important thing is that we have to add one HMI device, because we haven't added any HMI. Here you can see. Okay, so we are just working on a PLC right now. So click on add new device here, and you are getting the one pop-up in which you can select the HMI, and we have the HMIs like schematic basic panel, schematic comfort panel, right? So we are going with the schematic comfort panel, And here you can see the 9-inch display. So the HMI which you have purchased, go with that, right? Means you have purchased the 7-inch display and you are selecting 9-inch display. Here it is, that will not work, right? So right now we have the 9-inch display. So let us select the TP900 Comfort. Okay, this is the HMI. Let us select it and check the description properly. This is very important, right? This is very important. Okay, don't skip it at all. Okay, it shows your requirement, and if it is if it fulfill your requirement, so then you can go with. Otherwise you can change it. Just click on OK, and you are getting one pop-up wherein you can check the setting of the HMI screen. Means how many screen you want, right? Whatever, right? Everything you can change. Okay, if you want to go with the root screen, you can go with the root screen also. If no, then you simply just have to untick the options. I will show you which option which you will have to untick. Okay, so now you can see the HMI interface, right? Okay, in this you can see this is the landscape interface of the HMI. If you want the portrait one, you can select the portrait one also. That is available when you select the new device in HMI section. Okay, so for now let us go with the screen, and in screen you can see that is the add new screen, and some exist screen are also available here. So simply what you can do, just double click on a screen, and which is already open here, right? If you want few more, you can go with the like this. Just click on add new screen like this, and the screen 2 will be added, right? Likewise. Okay, so right now we don't require, so we are just going with the single screen. Okay, I have already told you about that, how you can create the multiple screen and switch from one screen to another screen, like a go to screen option, right? So we have learned that part already. So right now you can see the toolbox is available here on your right side, and you can see the train. Okay, so just simply drag and drop. Okay, so these are the trains. Okay, so now the manufacturer has given the so many things with us, but we just need to add the important part, that is the tag, so that we can run it smoothly. We can observe the graphical presentation properly. So simply what you can do, just click on the train and go to the property. When you go to the property, in property you are getting the options to edit the train block as per your requirement. You can see the appearance, right? So you can change the appearance as well. Okay, the ruler color, scale color, so everything you can change, right? So let me just show you again. You can see it looks like this, right? You can change it as per your requirement, right? So let us go to the property again, and you can see the border color, everything is given here. Okay, everything, right? So for example, just for the example, you can see the ruler color. You can go with some other color as well. Okay, so if you don't want the ruler color, scale color, you can simply make it white. Okay, I will show you how it looks like. The grid color, right? And simply just check how it looks like. You can see like this, but the values we want, and we should observe it properly. So let's go to the property, and for the scale we will provide the red color, and you can see that is visible, right? Okay, that is visible, means you can select the color as per your requirement, no problem at all. Okay, no problem at all. So let us go with some decent color, that is the black one, and for the grid we are not providing any color. Okay, so now there is a background color also, so So simply what you can do, you can go with the background color here. Okay, so we want the exact white so that we can observe the graphical presentations properly. Okay, alternative diagram color also you can change, everything you can change. Side time axis, so now it is on right side. Side time, it is on right side. Okay, you can see, let me show you. Side time axis, right, it is on right side, but you can select it as per your choice. Okay, so they have provided the options like from left, from right. Okay, time axis. Okay, for example, right now you can see the time, right? So now let us change it to the left and we'll see. Okay, now it is here, right? So initially 10 hours 57 minutes was here on left side, now it is on right side. Okay, so as per your requirement you can select the starting time. So now we want it from right side. Now coming toward the border color, we have the so many features with the border colors along with the this you can see. Now let's go with the 3D style. You can see, so when you make the change every time observe it, right? You can see how this is how it looks like. Okay, so let's quickly go to the property, go to the general. Wait, let me just select it. Don't forget to select it, otherwise you can go to the screen property. Okay, don't make mistake. So I'm changing it to the white. Then you can see the button colors. Button color means what? These are the button colors. You can see these button colors, right? Okay, forward, backward, and also, right? So you can change the button color also. So just go to the border and let's select some other. Let's go to like this and we'll check how it looks like. Okay, you can see. Okay, if you want some different, you can go with some different color as well, but I don't want a multiple color because I just want to focus on the graphical presentation, right? So that is the reason we are doing these things. We are putting the maximum white color so that we will focus on the trends, right? Then button fill color is here, right? So you can change it. The flashing, layout, left axis, right? So what will be the left axis and the increment values, right? Means right now if it is 10, 20, if you want to increment it by 10, 15, then accordingly you can change the scale, right? Then the miscellaneous, right, y axis, that is again the same like a left y axis, right? Right y axis, they are talking about this, right? Left y axis and right y axis. Okay, so you can change the scale on both sides, that is allowed, right? Okay, so now the table header border. Okay, so let's go to the white again and let's set the 3D table header fill pattern. Okay, table header fill pattern. We'll see how it looks like. We'll change the color later on, no problem. You can see now it is more professional. If you want, you can make it colorful also as per the requirement of client. Text format, right? You can see the text format is also given here, right? So I'm using this one, bold, normal, italic. You can go with that, right? In the table format, Courier new, bold, and header as well. So everything should be bold, so that we can observe, we can monitor it properly, right? You can see likewise. So everything should be bold, right? So that we can monitor it. That is the reason. Otherwise, no problem. Okay. So then, yeah. So the one more thing is here. That is you can see access label font, right? If you want to increase the font, you can increase the font also likewise. Okay, so that you can see the values properly likewise. Okay, So then again, here you can see the toolbar. Toolbar is provided here in trends and the axis. Okay, so these are the things which we have to add in it. Okay, which we have to add in it. Fine. So now what is next? You can see, you can go to the animation here. So many other features are given here, right? Along with that, you can see the events and the text as well. So we have already generated the two parameters, that is the pressure and the temperature, right? So we just need to feed those parameters in our HMI so that you can observe the trend or the graphical presentation. Okay, now you can see some events are also given here. So when you will use button to trigger the operation, you can activate it. There are so many functions are given here. We have already learned that part. Simply again go back to the property, and here the important part is the train, right? That is given here, train, right? Simply click here and you are getting the trend window wherein we have to put the trends which we are going to observe in HMI. So simply we are putting the first one, that is the temperature, right? The temperature which we are going to use. Okay, then you can say the style, you can say the style also. Okay, so right now there is a range difference, right? 0 to 100 and 0 to 10. So you can observe the operation, you can observe the graphical presentation also, no issue at all. But you can make it means if there is a more scale difference, you can design the different trend. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, now for the styles and color, so right now we are using red for temperature, width we are setting, and we are not changing anything, right? So the mode and the line style will be solid here. Okay, no need to change here, right? There are some other modes are also given here, and you can go with that. You can check how it looks like, right? Means when you will hand over the project to your client, so at that time you should know how it looks like. Okay, the bar is also given here. Later on we will see how it looks like. So initially let us go with the interpolated, right? Okay, the train is given here. The train cycle, that is the cyclical real time, that is default, no need to change anything. This is very important, source setting. The source settings belongs to the PLC tag. You can see the process value. So just click on this three dot and you can going back to the PLC tag here, means you will have to access that window. You can see. So now here you can check the PLC tag wherein you are getting the default table in which we have already created the tags, right? So make sure that select the actual address, means wherein you are getting the actual temperature and actual pressure, right? So here, that is the reason we have provided the tag that is actual pressure, because there are some other tag is also available here, right? No need to select temperature sensor, otherwise you are getting the raw value, and we don't want that, you know. So just select the actual temperature and click on OK. Okay, so now it is adding, and when it will add, then you can click on the green tick. Okay, so now cyclic is also given here, so you are getting the trend per second, and it will be recorded in the trend as well, right? You can see now, just click on green tick. Okay, you can see now it is recorded, right? No problem at all, it is recorded. Okay, so now you can see the side, left side, that is given. Some other things also, but we don't want to do with the limit and all, because we are learning the real-time operations. So now let us go with the pressure, second parameter. You can add the multiple, right? That is the reason I'm showing. So now for here we are using different color, that is the green. Click OK. The trend value, you can see the trend value. So we are setting the the 10 here, and we'll check later on, right, for anything. Okay, so let us go to the tag, and we know the PLC tag for the pressure sensor, that will be the actual pressure. Okay, now it is done, right? Then just close it. It is saved, right? No need to worry about it. It is already saved. Okay. So now the important task is to connect the PLC with HMI. So when you open the HMI, that time also you can interface PLC with HMI. I have already shown that part in previous session. You can refer it, or you can interface it this way also, the way I am showing you right now. So simply you can go to the devices and network, okay, wherein you are getting the PLC and HMI at the same place. So we just have to interface it. You can see we just have to interface it. Okay, so simply what you can do, it is already interfaced. You can see here it is already interfaced because we have connected the tag of PLC in HMI. So that is reason it is connected automatically, right? Okay, for any issue you can go back and check it again. So simply what you have to do, just go to the connection and make sure that is connected or not. Okay, this is for the new connection. So for now let us keep it as it is, and let us run the program. Okay, let us see. Yeah, so let us download the PLC first, save. Again we are downloading it. So before that you can make sure there should be no error, right? So right now we are getting the different window for downloading. Okay, so simply just select the Profinet / Industrial Ethernet. Okay, and you can see the start search option is enabled now. You can see this is the laptop and this is the hardware, right? So when you click on start search, the device type and everything will be loaded here. Let me show you. Just click on start search. It takes a little time, and you are getting the everything here. Okay, so this line will be completely green. You can see the IP address has been loaded, right? Everything, right? The CPU which we have selected, that is also loaded here. Everything is loaded. What type of CPU you are using, right? IP address you are using, right? Everything is loaded here. Then click on load. Click on load. It will take little time, right? Because the configuration is very important. It should be loaded in a hardware. In normal simulation as well, it will take time for the configuration. You can see the compiling before downloading to the device. The process is going on, right? So then click on load, and we have to start the module. Click on finish. That's it. It's a simple thing, right? Just go to the OB1 and click on runtime mode. Okay, and do one thing, just click on the HMI, right? We have to download the HMI also, right? So simply we have to click on start simulation, so that you will be in an online mode and you can check the things which you have designed in a HMI for the train, right? You can see on the right bottom corner wherein the compiling is going on. And along with that, okay, let me show you one more thing, that is here you can see the error and warning. So error and warning both are 0. You must be careful about that. If there are errors, then go back and check what are the errors. So you are getting the errors here. Just click on that error and you can directly going to the error and you can resolve it. You can solve what is the error, right? Okay, so now for now we will check. We are checking the values and the trends. Here it is. So right now you can see no graphical presentation, right? You can see the temperature and pressure, right? But no values, 0 values, right? Everything is 0 okay. So what we can do, simply we are changing, like modify operand, and let us change the format, and we are putting the 20,000 something like that, and we'll see what is the value. 72 degrees Celsius, right? You can see it is almost 72 degrees Celsius, correct or not? 72 degrees Celsius. Similarly, you can check the graph of the pressure sensor as well. Let us put the 15,000 and we'll check. Yeah, you can see the small graph, right? The 5, right? Okay, and if you want, you can do the one more thing, that is the you can add one numeric display here, and so that you can observe it over there, right? Numeric display. Okay, yes or no? So let us keep on changing, modify, we are putting the highest one, 20648. You can see, right? It is change, right? It is change. Okay, so likewise. Okay, yep. Okay, so for now what we can do, let me just yeah, let me just close this. You can close from there also, and we are going into the screen. Go to the property, just a moment, and the value which we have put here, that is the 10, right? So let us change it, right? Let us change it to the 100 and we'll see what happened, right? So just close the save and select the HMI. It is very important what you are going to simulate. Select the HMI and simulate it again. Okay, and again no errors, no warnings, and we'll see what are the results, right? Okay, now you can see everything is perfect. So trend value means what they are talking about is 0 to 100. Okay, no need to put your pressure range and temperature range, right? So that we have already put it into the PLC programming. Okay, so when you enter the tag, you are getting the values directly, right? No problem at all. You can observe the values directly over there. Okay, likewise. Okay, so these are the trends, right? Okay, so for example, you can change, you can change it like this. Just a minute. Let us go to the OB1 from here. Okay, so operand we are changing it like this. Beta, it's too much. So now I'm changing it to the lowest value. Likewise. Okay, similarly you can do it for, you can observe this thing in a simulation also, right? Means go to the project view and you can change the value from there as well. Okay, now let us change it to the decimal plus minus 15,000, modify, let us change the format like this and put it 10,000. Okay, so now you can see the changes, right? You can see the variation, right? Variation in graph, right? So these are the trends, right? We have already learned that how to design the block and all. You can see we are getting the temperature variation and we are getting the pressure variation as well, right? Everything you can check it here on the screen properly. Okay, you can do it for the multiple screen. Okay. Okay, so what you can do, just for the practice, you can see these are the arrow. You can use forward, okay, backward and right. You can use it for zoom in, zoom out, right? Okay, you can stop it also, right? You have stop it, right? You can run it again, right? For example, now it is running, right? Just backward, forward, right? So right now it is running. You can go the backward like this, okay? You can pause it likewise. This is for the pause, and you can zoom in and zoom out, right? For example, right, we are zooming it like this. You can see we have zoom it, right? Zoom out likewise. Means if there is so many fluctuation, so accordingly you can zoom it and zoom out for the observation and for monitoring purpose, right? And you can see the values here also, that is actual temperature 72.33 and actual pressure, that is 5.4 bar, right? That is also possible here. But if you want to create your own numeric display, you can create it as per your requirement, no problem. Okay, so now just run it like this. Okay, so this is how you can monitor the physical parameter in train. Okay, so hope you all understand it, how you can design. I have explained it properly. I have explained the minor things also, how you can interface the PLC with HMI. So you don't need to interface it manually. Just design the program first, add the tag, it will interface automatically. It will save your time, and unnecessarily there will be no errors from your end, right? This is the simplest and easiest way to design the trains, right? There are some other ways also, but it will create the confusion. So what the peoples are doing, they are teaching this train just in HMI, right? But we have learned the train with the PLC programming, because we are learning here some real-time applications. Okay, because when you just learn the train in HMI, you are not able to understand how to put the tag or the PLC tag in HMI, right? So that is the reason every time when I have taken the examples, I have shown you that with the PLC, right? Not just with the HMI, right? Okay, so this is the best thing which I'm giving